You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. I am Dwayne Garza along with Jeff Stivers today. Jared Lucky is taking the evening off, and you've noticed it's really windy again, so that means it's baseball and softball action as it always is. It's been real windy as of late for all these games. Medina Valley Panthers taking on the Southwest Legacy Titans tonight in district play. Panthers are probably halfway through the first round so far of district play, and they're sporting a 2-2 record in district and a 7-7 overall. So they're right at 500, so this is a crucial game for them to get above 500 in the district standings. However, the Southwest Legacy in district is 0-4, and they are 2-12 overall, and they are at the bottom of the district standings. District standings go as follows: Eagle Pass win with a perfect 4-0 in district, McCullum 3-0, Southwest 3-1, Floresville 2-1, Medina Valley 2-2, Harlandale 0-2, Southside 0-4, and again Southwest Legacy 0-4. Other games in action tonight in the district: Floresville will be at Southwest, and Harlandale is at Southside. So we have a great day for baseball. It's kind of cloudy again. The wind's blowing, just the opposite of what we had the other day. Wind is blowing from home base to center field in a straight line. The other night when Jared and I did the game, it was just the opposite. It was growing from center field all the way across to home field. The good thing is we won't get dust in our face and our eye every time someone kicks the plate. So again, we have Panther action going on for you tonight, and right across the way we have Panther softball going on with Maury Stein and Matt Castiglione calling the game. Jeff, glad to have you here today.
Welcome to Gerald Kemp Field, huh? This is great, man. Hey, if it ain't baseball, it's softball, and if it ain't softball, it's baseball.
That's right.
That's what we're built on around here, and glad to be here, glad to be a part of the broadcast today, and looking forward to seeing what Medina Valley's got this year. I know early on, checking their scores. I know that I follow them on Game Changer, so I've seen a lot of their scores. I know they've had their ups and downs, and looks like through the last couple of games in district, though, they're starting to right the ship. They got a couple of big wins at Southside, I believe, last Friday, and I don't remember who the other one was, but they got a couple of wins, and it's good going into this week. Dwayne, you've got McCullum, who is one of the I guess they're one of the better teams in the district.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to have to face off against Wynn. So it was a great week last week. Get you a couple of wins, get the bats going again, get everything settled on the mound and out in the field, and go against the top two dogs in the district.
Yeah, and if their overall record is not the greatest, but when you come out of tournament season, you play different pitchers, you play different people at different positions. You're trying to find your team. You get serious when you get in the district play. They lost the first two games. And then after that, they picked up the last couple of games. So they're doing good. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Hopefully they'll continue their winning ways. They've beaten they lost to Southwest 9-5 in district, open up district play, and they lost to McCullum 3-2. But since then they've beaten Harlandale 5-3, and they really gave Southside all they can handle on Friday night with a score of 12-2. So big victory over the Cardinals, and make a note, Trace Joyce swinging a hot bat, had a grand slam home run and had a triple off the wall with bases loaded. So he had a 7 RBI night the other night. So we're looking forward to some hot bats again tonight.
Yeah, and he was actually listed got an award in the Express News today for his performance last week. I mean, it ain't every day when your slugging percentage is what his is. You hit a grand slam, you hit a triple, and I think it was a double. Was it 3 for 9 or something like that? I mean, his average was 333 or whatever, but that slugging
RBIs.
Percentage was up there, and the RBIs is big as well. So
when he's swinging a hot bat, he's just a junior, so good things to look forward to Mr. Joyce there.
Yep, and they're introducing the teams now. Let me see, what is Legacy's record and where do they stand? Well, they're actually at the bottom of the district. Okay. So. Well, this is another opportunity to, you can't stub your toe, especially getting Eagle Pass coming to your place next Friday.
Yeah. So the press box announcer is going in and doing the lineups, and we'll go ahead and follow up with them, do the same thing. We'll start with the Southwest Legacy Titans, the visiting team today. Number 1 is the right fielder, Fabian Tiarina. Batting second is number 2. It'll be pitching, Rudy Macias will be on the mound. Number 20, batting in third spot, the catcher Eric Sanchez. Number 15, the shortstop D'Angelo De Valle will be the cleanup batter. Batting fifth, number 14, the first baseman Matthew Martinez. Batting sixth, number 36, the third baseman Matthew Garcia. Number 33, the DH Isaiah Cisneros will follow him. Number 6, the center fielder Ryan Guerrero will be in the 8th spot. And in the 9th spot, number 22, the second baseman Adrian Ramirez. So the designated hitter number 33, Isaiah Cisneros, will be batting for the left fielder number 7, Jonathan Macias. And for your Medina Valley Panthers, playing center, starting off with leading off for the Panthers, number 2, Bobby Peterson will be in center field. Batting second, the shortstop Thomas Pardo, number 3. Batting third is Whit Joyce, who we talked about earlier. He'll be catching. He is number 10. Playing third base is Aaron Tondry, number 4. Number 14 is the left fielder Tanner Garst. Following Tanner Garst will be the first baseman, number 21, Jake Herb. Following Jake Herb will be the right fielder, Manny Ramirez, number 6, but batting for him will be the designated hitter, Connor Dillard. He'll be number 22. And batting ninth for the Panthers tonight, the second baseman, number 8, Javi Gonzalez. And on the mound for the Panthers is number 10, Christian Colon. He'll be the pitcher, and he'll be in for... Yeah, Connor Dillard will be batting for number 22. So what we'll do is we'll take a break as they're going to go into the national anthem. We'll come back with you with some live baseball. So Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. Before we get started, I'd like to recognize our title sponsors for Panther Baseball. It's North Park Chevrolet in Castroville and Medina Electric. Those are our title sponsors for Panther Baseball. And they've been helping us out all year. Getting ready to get started here. Christian Colon getting his warm-up pitches on the mound. Again, Trace with Joyce behind the plate. Aaron Tundry at third, Thomas Pardo at shortstop, Javi Gonzalez at second, and Jake Herb will be manning first base. In right field is Manny Ramirez. In center field is Bobby Peterson. And tonight in right field is Manny Ramirez. In left field tonight is Tanner Garst. So Tanner Garst playing left field tonight for the Panthers.
I was going to say, Bobby probably in center field still, isn't he?
He is.
Okay, it's probably a good night to have him in center field with his speed and the wind blowing like it is. Let him cover a lot of ground. The wind, Dwayne, is blowing straight out towards the bus barn.
Yes, it is.
So anything in the air is going to be trouble.
Well, and it's kind of an advantage and a disadvantage to the pitcher also, because it's going to slow down his fastball a little bit, but it'll be really good for his breaking pitches to get a lot of break off.
Yeah, this is not pitcher's weather. This is hitter's weather.
And you're right. Earlier, Jeff, I did have Kristen Cologne's number wrong. He is number 19, not number 10. Legacy starting out at the plate. Number 1, the right fielder Fabian Tiarina will be batting first, right-handed batter. Cologne on the mound, pitching from the windup. And ready to get started. First pitch by Cologne is a breaking pitch right across the strike zone there for strike 1.
Good breaker right on the outside corner.
A lot of confidence to start out a game with a breaking ball. Second pitch to Fabian Tiarina. It's on its way, and it's a defensive bunt.
That was a fastball, Dwayne, that had a lot of late tail to it.
And it broke right into it, tailed right into the batter.
Tailed right into him. If he moves the bat, he gets hit.
He gets hit in the gut. But it's considered a strike, so it goes off the bat, so 0-2 right away. Cologne from the windup again. Pitch on the way, another breaking ball. Just chopped that.
Nice. Kept it off the edge of the plate.
He did.
You know, and location is key, Dwayne, when you throw breaking balls, fastballs. If you want to show that fastball in, you throw that breaking ball away. That looked more like a curveball. It had more depth on it, and it was a little slower, so he may be a 3-pitch kind of pitcher here.
No, that was definitely a curveball. And the nice thing about it, he kept it out of the zone, didn't give anything to hit with an 0-2 count. So Cologne on the rubber for the next pitch. He steps off. Can have Joyce go through the signs again. Again, 0-2 count. We're just getting started here at the top of the first. Cologne from the windup. Pitches on the way.
Fastball. There's that running.
Fastball.
Yeah, had that fastball. It was a good pitch. I mean, he started it off the plate, and that sucker just ran right back over the outside part of the plate for first called strike.
First call strikeout, backwards K so far for Kristen Cologne. It's a good way to start out the game for the Panthers. Next up to bat is the pitcher, number 2, Rudy Macias. Macias, right-handed batter. Cologne working fast, already in his windup. Pitches on the way, and it's right down the middle. Strike 1. That one didn't have any tail at all,
No,
Jeff, so
I was going to say.
The other one may be a cutter or something.
Well, the cutter would move away from the batter, so that was probably just a 4-seam fastball there.
Next pitch is fastball that stays high and backs Macias
and
out
you
of the
know,
box.
Dwayne, sometimes we may be thinking that's a fastball, but that may be a sinker, you know, because that's what a sinker does. It's going to run in hard on a right-handed batter like that.
1-1 count to Macias. Pitches on the way. It's another breaking ball that breaks down into the strike zone for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 1 out in the top of the first. Cologne looking good, especially with his breaking pitches. Macias on the rubber. From the windup, pitches on the way. It's a fastball down the middle. It's popped up, backing up as a second baseman. And that's Javi Gonzalez with an easy pop-up out. So 2 outs on the Titans. Cologne doing a really good job throwing strikes. So we have a fly out to the second baseman for out number 2, and that'll bring up number 20, the catcher Eric Sanchez. Eric Sanchez, another right-handed batter. A little bit bigger batter.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Yeah, he is a big kid. Let's see if Cologne starts him out with a curveball like really the last 2 batters he did.
Big feet, too. He's got room to grow in those feet.
So first pitch on the way to Sanchez.
Good job of keeping it low.
Yep. That was almost like a changeup. That was a lot slower of a pitch, but it looked good just below the knee, so it's going to be ball 1 on Sanchez. Cologne with the pitch, and that's going to be a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. So 1-1 count with 2 outs. Sanchez steps back in. Alone back with the windup. Pitch is on the way, breaking pitch, grounded over shortstop. Fielded on 2 hops from Pardo. Pardo throws over to first for an easy out for out number 3. So a ground out to the shortstop. Does the Titans 1, 2, 3, top of the first. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back for the bottom of the first and see what the Panthers got with the bats. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the first. Number 8, Rudy Macias taking the mound for the Legacy Titans. I'm sorry, that's number 2, Rudy Macias taking the mound. Watching his warm-ups, he's got some good pitches. He's got a good fastball, and he's got a little bit of a breaking ball that looks pretty good and crosses the plate. Not a real big kid. Leading off for the Panthers will be number 2, the center fielder, Bobby Peterson. Peterson's had a good season as of now, doing a really good job as he did in the past. Last year also being a leadoff batter for the Panthers. He does a good job of getting on base, whatever it takes. Not a big strikeout victim. Puts the ball in play and makes them earn the out. So look for Bobby Martinez to do what he needs to do to get on base for the Panthers, be it a walk, get hit by a pitch, or a base hit.
Yeah, Peterson's been a factor in their games, Dwayne, this year, that when he's going, the team's going, it seems like. So he needs to lead this thing off, getting on base, whatever. Do what a leadoff guy does. Make things happen, get on base, do whatever you can to get on that base.
The throw down goes down. Good throw by the catcher. That's Eric Sanchez behind the plate for the Titans. Bobby Peterson steps in the right-hander's batter's box for the Panthers, and he'll start it off. Kind of a partly cloudy day today, Jeff, too.
It is, yeah. Those clouds rolled in, and they've kind of stuck around.
It's going to get dark early then. So Bobby Peterson digs in. Macias from the windup, first pitch to Peterson. And that's going to be a strike that's fouled off the very end of the bat.
Yeah, way out in front of that one.
It was way out in front of it. Not a lot of speed with Macias as of right now. The Panthers are going to have to take note of that and adjust. Say Bob Peterson way out in front of that, cued it off the end of the bat, fouled it off towards the Southwest Legacy dugout. Macias from the windup again. The pitch is high, swung on by Peterson, and that's going to be a base hit past the shortstop. That ball must have looked like a basketball coming in, was as high as it was. He's going to try to advance to second base.
Throw goes right over the top of the cutoff, and Bobby just standing there watching it, and as soon as that ball cleared the shortstop, he was taking off for second and wasn't going to be a play.
Well,
so
that's good, yeah.
First error of the game going to be charged to the left fielder on a base hit.
And that's good awareness by Peterson rounding first base and watching the ball come all the way in. And once it got overthrown, he took off the second. Now Panthers have a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and that'll bring up to the plate the number 3, the shortstop, Thomas Pardo. Thomas, good situation for Pardo because he does a good job hitting to the right side and a good opportunity for him to move the runner over to third base. So from the stretch, Macias throws, and it's high, and it's going to be inside and gets away from the catcher. That's going to be a wild pitch, and that'll advance Peterson over to third base. So the Panthers with the runner at third base early in this first inning. So no bunting or anything of that nature probably going to go on with the runner at third and Pardo up to bat. He can still hit it to the right side and bring the runner in.
Yeah, this situation as a hitter, you should be looking for something up in the zone that you can just poke out into the outfield.
1-0 count, thrown to Pardo, and that's going to be another base hit up the middle.
Or one you can just drive right back up the middle.
That's going to score a run. So good job by Pardo, not waiting on that strike and watching many pitches go by. Jumped on the first good pitch he saw, and he's got a base hit. 2 base hits in a row for the Panthers. Peterson comes around and scores. Pardo would be at first, and that'll bring up number 10, the catcher, Whit Joyce. Again, as we said earlier in pregame, Joyce swinging a hot bat right now. 7 RBIs in that game against Southside. A grand slam and a ball off the wall with bases loaded. Joyce getting his signals from Coach Herb down at third base. Macias throwing from the stretch on the rubber. Pardo with a decent lead over at first base. First pitch on the way to Joyce is going to be a breaking pitch that breaks across for strike number 1.
Good breaker there from the pitcher.
And I believe he had to with Joyce up to bat and them hitting the fastballs right away with the first 2 batters, Jeff.
He had to, whatever pitch he could throw to get a strike on.
He had to change it up. Pitch from Macias on the way to Joyce. And it's going to be outside. Gets away from the catcher scoops it up, nobody running. Pardo retreats back to first base. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Joyce. I want to say that wind kicked up a little bit more, Jeff.
It is blowing.
Joyce steps back in. Macias gets his signals from this catcher. Shakes him off. Checks a runner at first. Pitch on the way. Ball is popped up. Pardo is stealing. The pop is going to go deep to center field.
Has got a chance.
And it's 1 hop off the wall. Pardo had to treat back to first in case it was caught, but he's still going to end up at third base. And Joyce will end up with a double.
As high as that ball was hit, Dwayne, the center fielder got there, and he's hurt. He looks like he's hurt. But he got there, and the ball hit right in front of him. So I don't know if he lost it in the air or if the injury had anything to do with it. But looks like he probably should have caught that ball. But, man, it's hard to catch any fly ball today.
It wasn't like hit right to him. It was kind of
No, he had to go get it.
Yeah, he went to go get it. It was hitting the gap, and that ball just carried. I don't think he anticipated it carried so
Yeah.
much. So Joyce is going to come to the dugout, and they'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher. It's number 1, Wesley Stevens, and I think it's the first time he's been introduced to a game as far as the one that I've seen. So Stevens over at first base running for Joyce. He'll be wearing number 1, and Pardo is at third base. So we have, we're going to give timeout to give the center fielder to catch his breath. One of the coaches is going to walk. I'm not sure if he hurt himself on a throw or he bounced off that wall when he tried fielding that ball out in left center.
Yeah,
Nevertheless, they're checking
tell.
on him. I mean, he's up and walking around. Looks like he's going to try to stay in the game. But again, that wind will play tricks on you, especially when for some reason with this field being lower than the rest of the area here, that wind may swirl a little bit out in left field.
Well, whatever it does, it's blowing.
It is.
And that, any ball that's hit in the air today is going to be an adventure.
So it looks like he's going to stay in the game. Trying to get a number. That's number 6. Ryan Guerra that was shaken up, but he looks to be fine now. He gave the thumbs up and he's good to go. So we have nobody out. The third baseman, number 4, Aaron Tundry, will step to the plate. Panthers have a runner on second and third, again with nobody out. Scored a run. Panthers up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first.
The girls are up 1-0 also in the bottom of the first. Still batting.
Playing Floresville, right?
Yes.
So Macias steps on the mound. Gets his signs from the catcher, throwing from the stretch, checks the runner and the throw, and it's fouled. It's lined over towards left field between the dugout, third base dugout, and the left field wall over there. Tondry really turned on that ball and roped it out there. So 1 strike on Tondry. Macias with the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt, and it goes
And
away,
gets
gets away from the catcher. Pardo's going to try to make it across the plate and easily steps on home plate, and the Panthers get their second run.
Yeah, the catcher just did not get down and get dirty. Went right between his legs, and then it hit off his shin guard, or the back of his shin guard, and caromed away from him.
So that'll bring the count to 1-1 on Tondre. So with the runner on third now, Macias will still throw from the stretch, and his pitch is on the way, and it's going to be high and outside on Tondre. So the count will go 2 balls, 1 strike. Panthers still with nobody out. Looks like the sun just broke through. Brighten things up a little bit here before it gets dark. Pitch from Macias on the way, and it's a strike down the middle, and it's chopper fouled. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panthers wearing their all-white jerseys today with a black Panther stripe across their chest there, and the Legacy comes in wearing their dark gray uniforms with their green caps and green socks. Macias with a 2-2 count, pitch on the way to Tondre, and it's going to be a breaking pitch, swung on a miss by Tondre. That ball had a sharp drop. It started at shoulders and ended up down by his knees. Swing and a miss for first out for the Panthers. And that'll bring up to the plate left fielder number 14, Tanner Garst. Garst playing outfield tonight. He's played some second base also for the Panthers. So with 1 out, runner on third. Macias with first pitch to Garst is a swing and a miss. So no balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Next pitch by Macias is going to be high. Leaving the count at 1-1. Garst batting from the right side. Macias with the pitch, and that's going to be right on the outside corner for strike number 2. Really not a pitch he could do really anything with. Caught the outside corner, looked a little bit outside, let it go. Count now is 1-2 with 1 out. Macias with the 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking pitch. It stays outside, and that'll leave the count at 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch there by number 2 as he tried to get him to chase, ahead in the count. Don't throw him anything over the white part of the plate.
Macias gets his signs from the catcher. His pitch is on the way. It's going to be another breaking pitch.
Ooh, that's a pretty pitch.
And he's going to be called strike 3. That pitch stayed on the outside. Didn't break a whole lot, but stayed on the outside corner. Garst thought maybe it was going to break outside, and it didn't. It just barely broke, but broke down for a strike, and that's going to be the second out. So Macias with 2 strikeouts in a row to get the 2 outs for the Panthers so far. And that'll bring to the plate the first baseman, number 21, Jake Herb. Herb at the plate with a runner in third. Stevens still at third base. Pitch by Macias is on the way. It's going to be swung on by Herb, and that's going to be a base hit for Jake Herb. It gets into the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman, and that'll score Stevens. So Jake Herb with a base hit, third base hit for the Panthers. And that'll bring to the plate with 2 outs, number 6, the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. Panthers up 3-0, 2 outs, bottom of the first still. Macias steps off the plate, off the rubber, and checks the runner at first. We have a call timeout. We need to get the lights off over in left field.
Still have that problem,
yeah,
huh?
So if you're listening to the broadcast and you're in a red Dodge pickup, you need to turn your lights off. There you go. Lights are off. We're ready to get back into action. So Ramirez steps back in. Macias toes the rubber again, and Herb's taking his lead off first base. Pitch to Ramirez on the way, and it's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. Macias with the 0-1 count on Ramirez. Pitch is on the way, and it's going to be a breaking pitch, swung on and foul tipped by Ramirez. So strike two, an 0-2 count with 2 outs.
Good job of getting ahead of the batter here, but bad job by the Panthers of not jumping on that fastball early, because fastball's not a great fastball, but the curveballs are really above average.
Pitch on the way, Macias is high.
See here, that was a good pitch because he wasted that fastball. He got him to change his eyes. His eyes are up high now. He's going to come back and try to throw that breaker.
Well, with an 0-2 count, you really don't want to give him anything to hit. So it's going to be 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Pitch by Macias is on the way.
There it
it's
is.
Another breaking pitch. It's off the plate.
Didn't execute it.
Ramirez going to do a good job laying off that pitch because it started out in the strike zone and broke down into the dirt.
2-2, 2 outs. Looking for his best pitch right here.
Another curveball, breaks outside, stays outside, so the count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jake Herb should be running on this pitch here. Get a head start.
I would almost be looking for that breaker again in this situation, Dwayne. He shook it off.
Ramirez steps in, pitches on the way. It's going to be a high fastball for ball 4.
He shook off the breaker and came back with the fastball and missed high.
So Ramirez draws the base on balls, and he'll go to first base. Jake Herb will go to second, and that'll bring up number 22, the designated hitter, Connor Dillard. Dillard, the big right-handed batter, steps in with 2 outs. Macias gets his signs from the catcher. He's going to check the runner at second. First pitch to Dillard is on the way, and it swung and missed on a high fastball.
I don't know. He must have. He must be changing that speed on the fastball or something, because we're not making good contact. Or maybe it's just so slow that we're so far out in front.
Too, or he's changing the speeds up like he said.
I'd have to see it from the side.
He swung through that ball. Macias with the next pitch on to Dillard, and it's the same pitch, high fastball, and he swung on and missed.
Throw
over to
and
first base.
Throws it into right field.
Throws it in the right field, and they're going to try to score. Herb's on his way, and he's going to score easily at home plate. So Herb will score, and that will advance Ramirez over to third base. Try to get Herb leaning off the base from the catcher on the snap throw back from the catcher, but the catcher threw it out in the right field to allow Herb to score. Ramirez get on third base, so the count goes to 0-2 for Dillard. Pitch on the way to Dillard. Another high fastball. This time he pops it straight up in the air, and it goes behind the Panther dugout. And he'll hold steady with 0 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Yeah, Dwayne, usually we're out of the wind right here where we sit.
Yeah.
That wind's blowing right through us tonight.
Next pitch on the way, and it's barely fouled off.
See, we're way out in front of that.
Yeah, he cued that ball like the first batter did for the Panthers. He's way out in front. Just on the very end of the bat on his swing. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
So the count will stay as it was at 0-2 with 2 outs. Next pitch on the way to Dillard. It's swing and a miss for strike 3. So the 3 outs by the Legacy have all been strikeouts. 2 swinging and 1 call, and that's going to do it for the Panthers at the bottom of the first. However, they struck first. Panthers score 4 runs. So after 1 inning, Medina Valley 4, Southwest Legacy 0. So we'll take a quick break. Panther Base will return after these messages from our sponsors.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car. A car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We're going to the top of the second. Titans bring up the bat and the shortstop, number 15, D'Angelo Del Valle. Colon back on the mound for the Panthers. Did a great job. 1, 2, 3. 3 batters, and they were done the first inning. So this is a cleanup batter for the Titans. Number 15 steps in from there on the right side. First pitch from the windup by Colon is going to be a breaking pitch that stays high for ball 1. After watching that last pitcher, Jeff, Colon's got a lot of pop on his, especially thrown into this wind. It looks good.
Yeah.
Next pitch on the way is going to be a high heater that backs out the batter out of the box.
Now, one thing you want to do, your team just spotted you a 4-run lead in the bottom of the first inning. You want to come back out and attack the hitters. You know, whatever it is, whatever pitch you've got that you can throw for strikes, you throw for strikes.
Yep. Del Valle with a 2-0 count. The wind-up pitch from Colon is on the way, and it's right down the middle, and it's swung on and barely made contact with it for strike 1. So it's fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike. Del Valle steps out. He's going to go talk to his coach a little bit. Steps back in. Colon is ready for the pitch. Pitching from the windup. Gets his signals from Joyce. And the pitch is on the way. It's going to be a fastball that gets by the shortstop by diving Pardo for a base hit. So Del Valle will get the first hit for the Titans. Good effort by Pardo, moving to his right to try to stop that ball. Just gets under his glove and trickles out in the right to left field for the first base hit. And that'll bring up to bat number 14, the first baseman, Matthew Martinez. Martinez, a big old boy, steps in the right-hander's batter's box. DeLone checks on the runner, throwing from the stretch now for the first time tonight. Pitch is going to stay high, way high. Good job by Joyce to get up and stop that ball. So 1-0 count on Martinez, the first baseman. Not too big of a lead over there at first base by Del Valle. Pitch by Colon is on the way, and it's a breaking pitch. It's just fouled off down the right side.
Good pitch there. Caught a little bit of the strike zone.
He did.
Coach is going to go have a talk with him because he's thinking, man, I told you, the only thing is the one right down the pipe.
That coach is not very happy the last 2 batters of their approach at the plate, swinging at those pitches. So he has a little talk with Martinez. Martinez walking back to the plate. That gave an opportunity for Joyce to go out and talk to Colon, maybe get some pitches talked about there. Make sure their signs are correct. So the 1-1 count. Runner at first base. Macias checks on the runner. He's going to throw from the stretch. Pitch is on the way. It's going to be a fastball high, swung on by Martinez to shallow center field. Mark Peterson is there waiting on it, no problem for the fly out. So out number 1 is a fly out to center field.
Fly out to center brings up the third baseman.
And that'll bring up the third baseman, number 36, Matthew Garcia. Garcia also right-handed batter. Panthers have 1 out, and there's still a runner at first base. That's Del Valle, who had started out the inning with a base hit. So Colon with the first pitch to Garcia, catches the outside corner for strike 1.
Good job of getting ahead of the batter.
checking the runner over at first. Not a big lead. Pitch is on the way. It's a breaking pitch.
That's
swung
double
up
play.
the middle, off the glove of Colon, fielded by the second baseman, throwing over to first base to get the out. It's a good job by Javi Gonzalez to field that ball that was off the glove of Colon.
If Colon doesn't touch that ball, it's a double play ball. But it ricocheted off his glove, and he did what he's supposed to do. He's trying to catch it. But if he doesn't touch that ball, it goes right to the second baseman who's running to second base to cover, and it's a double player out of the inning. But them's the breaks in baseball. Game of inches.
All it did move the runner over to second base, but there's 2 outs, so they'll step into the plate. Will be the designated hitter, number 33, Isaiah Cisneros. Runner at second. Along with his first pitch on the way, Cisneros, and that's going to be a fastball hit up. It's going to be hit to the third baseman. Tondre fields it, throws over to first for out number 3. So ground out to third base to finish off the Titans in the bottom of the second inning. So after 1.5, Panthers still have the lead of 4-0. So we'll take a quick break, come back for the bottom half of inning number 2. Panther Base will return after these messages.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power line.
All right.
Welcome back to North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Panthers up 4-0, and they'll bring to the plate the number 9 batter, number 8, the second baseman, Javi Gonzalez, who just made that good play on the second out on the previous inning. He'll step to the plate. Gonzalez, one of the starting pitchers for the Panthers, does a real good job on the mound also. So number 2, Rudy Macias, back on the mound again for the Titans. Gonzalez steps in. Again, he's a number 9 batter. Waiting on deck is the leadoff batter, this is Bobby Peterson. First pitch of Gonzalez is going to be on the inside corner, a fastball called. He didn't like that call. It looked a little inside from our angle. So 0-1 on Javi Gonzalez. I see he started on the stretch. Now he shifted to pitching from the windup now. His second pitch to Gonzalez is on the way, and it's going to be outside to even up the count at 1-1. Panthers could put 4 more runs up. We can get out here early, Jeff. They keep putting 4 spots. Breaking pitch to Gonzalez is outside for ball 2, so it'll go 2 on count. Next pitch to Gonzalez is on the way. It's a fastball down the middle and swung on and missed by Gonzalez. A little bit high in the strike zone.
I'm going to have to go stand over there on the side, Dwayne, to see why we can't hit that fastball. Because
it's bothering you, huh?
It does not look like it has much to it.
2-2 count on Gonzalez. Pitch on the way to Gonzalez is a high breaking ball. It's called for third strike, so called strikeout.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. After that high fastball, it looked just like that fastball, and then it just broke off. Right on the outside corner.
So 1 out on the Panthers, and that'll bring the Panthers back to the top of the order. The center fielder, number 2, Bobby Peterson. Peterson with a base hit to start out the game for the Panthers last inning. We'll What do we have going on at the football field? Is there a
Looks like there must be a playoff soccer
That's
match.
what I thought,
bet.
a
I
soccer
bet it's.
game.
I saw Uvalde and somebody were playing a playoff game over here, but I didn't know if it was this week or last week.
First pitch to Peterson is going to stay high for ball one. Yeah, so we have a lot of activity. You have a game going on the soccer field. You have the softball game going on behind us. Of course, the baseball game here. We're broadcasting for you live. Peterson steps back in, waiting his second pitch, and it's on the way. Third pitch, I'm sorry. Oh, no, second pitch. 2-0. It stayed high and outside. So Peterson with a hitter's count here.
Wouldn't be surprised if he throws a curveball in here.
Let's see us from the windup. Pitch is on the way, and it stays high and outside again. So 3 pitches that are high and outside for a 3-0 count.
Sometimes, Dwayne, you just, you change things up with yourself. If you're missing on something, you throw another pitch. If it changes your arm angle a little bit, changes the speed, something. But he went 3 fastballs in a row.
We'll assume Peters is going to watch a pitch go by, and he does. He's going to call strike one on the outside corner.
That was like on the outside corner in the other box.
It caught maybe a little bit of black on the plate, maybe. So 3-1 count on Peterson with 1 out. Pitch by Macias is on the way. Swung on and missed. So right away it goes from a 3-0 count to a full count. I think a lot of the time they're just overswinging on that because it looks like a basketball coming down the pipe there. Macias from the windup, pitch on the way to Peterson. It's a breaking pitch. It stays low, and it stayed too low, and it's going to be a base on balls for Peterson. So Peterson will get to first base with 1 out, and that'll bring up the shortstop number 3, Thomas Pardo, who also had a base hit the first inning. Pardo checking signs from the coach. We'll see if they've got anything planned here with maybe a bunt to get the runner over.
I would almost be looking for a hit and run or something like that here.
Well, let's see.
I don't think they're going to waste a bunt on this.
Let's see. It's thrown from the stretch.
That's
it's
what I
stolen
thought.
base. Popped up to the shallow left field. Left fielder moving towards the foul line, and he dropped it.
Yeah.
He misplayed that ball, I guess, in the wind. It looked like he was camped underneath it, and it got away from him.
Everything in the air is an adventure.
Did he touch it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I think it hit in front of him is what it looked like to me. Like he just didn't go get it, and it just bounced in front of him.
Well, it looks like we're going to give a base hit to Pardo. The Panthers have a runner at first and second with a walk and a base hit. Catcher out to talk to Macias. I don't know if they got mixed up on the pitches or not, but that'll bring up the plate number 10, the catcher Whit Joyce. Joyce, all he has to do is get one up in the air today, and that ball is going to go. As it showed earlier, I thought he had kind of just popped it up into the outfield, and it traveled all the way, 1 hop the fence.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to stay patient and not overswing on this paper.
Any kind of squared up ball in the air will have a chance today.
So Joyce steps in. Macias throwing from the stretch. Checks his runner over at second base. Pitch is on the way. Just almost hit Joyce there. Inside pitch. Ball 1. Just missed him. So 1-0 on Joyce. Again, runners at first and second. 1 out for the Panthers. Macias checking the runner over at second. Instead of Joyce, it's going to be a breaking pitch. Ooh, I thought that was inside. It's going to be called strike 1. So 1-1 count with 1 out to Joyce. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball that goes off the plate.
Good job by the catcher that time, getting over, sliding his feet.
Yeah, he did a good job chopping the ball.
Kept the base runners where they're at. Keeps the force in play.
2-1 now on Joyce. Macias with a pitch on the way. It's another breaking ball and put up in the air. It hit deep to left field. That's going to be another 1-hopper off the wall, and it looks like that's going to probably score 2 runs. The ball gets thrown to the cutoff. Throw over to home.
That's
1 run
way
scored.
That's
way
gonna
off
get
the
away.
plate. So 2 runs will score, and Joyce will run all the way to third base. We'll have a double, but advance to third on the error on the throw.
Yeah.
So 2 runs will score, Peterson will score, and Pardo will score. Joyce will be standing on third base with a double off the wall. So another hit in the gap by Joyce.
2 RBIs.
Squared it up.
How many RBIs does he have the first time? 2? So
Yep.
he's got 4
He's
RBIs
got 4
already.
RBIs already tonight. So the Panthers putting up another crooked number here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring to the plate Aaron Tondry, the third baseman, number 4. Tondry going to be batting from the left-hander's box this time around with 1 out. The first pitch of Tondry as a left-hander is swung on and roped out to right field, and that's going to be another run scored. Tondry will get a base hit. So Panthers up 7-0 here in the second inning. No activity yet for the Titans in the bullpen either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits so far for the Panthers I have. Tanner Garst, the left fielder, at the plate now. Takes ball 1. Garst struck out first time up to bat. 1-0 count. Next pitch is on the way. Swung on by Garst and fouled off the right side. So they'll leave in the count 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Panthers with a runner on first. Garst steps back in. See his pitching from the stretch. Gonna check on the runner. Pitch on the way, and that stays outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Garst. Decent lead over at first base. Pitch on the way to Garst, swung on and missed.
Good breaker again.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Macias gets his signs from the catcher. Pitch is on the way. Swung on by Garst, and it's hit toward the shortstop. Shortstop takes the ball, throws over to second for out number 1. The throw over to first is late.
Yeah, it looked like Garst got an outside fastball that he rolled over the top on. You know, got to look to take that ball the other way. As it is, he avoids the double play with a fielder's choice.
That'll bring Panthers to 2 outs, and that'll bring to the plate Jake Herb, the first baseman, number 21, he also had a base hit first time up to bat. So 2 outs, runner at first. Pitch on the way is a swing and a miss by Herb. Chased an outside pitch. So 0-1 count on Herb. Pitch on the way is a breaking pitch. Stays inside. Barely misses Herb. Even the count at 1-1. Garst over at first base with a small lead. Pitch on the way by Macias, swung on and missed. Good breaking pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, Jake Herb. Pitch on the way is another breaking ball, and it's roped foul down the third base line. Keep things the same, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, swung on by Herb, and it's roped out to left field this time. This time it's fair, fielded by the left fielder, and it's going to be another base hit for Jake Herb. 2 base hits for Jake Herb so far for the Panthers, and that'll put runners at first and second. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 6, Manny Ramirez, who walked last time up to bat. So 2 outs still for the Panthers. Panthers up 7-0. We are in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on the way to Ramirez, and it's flied out to center fielder. Center fielder doesn't move a whole lot to get the fly out for the third out. So Ramirez flies out to center field, but the Panthers did their damage, and we'll close up the second inning with a 7-0 Medina Valley lead. So we'll take a quick break, and Panther Baseball will return after these messages.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to North Park Chevrolet, broadcast of Panther Baseball. Again, I'm Dwayne Garza with Jeff Stivers. We are going to the top of the third inning. Panthers up 7-0 on the Legacy Titans. Panthers scoring 4 runs in the first and 3 in the second. Kristen Colon still at the mound for the Panthers.
Hey, real quick, Dwayne, let me interject. You guys over at MVYBA did a great job Saturday, and especially want to recognize what y'all did for Bill Bippert.
Yes.
Post-mortem. What a great guy. What a great family. If anybody knows the Bippert name around these parts, you know that they're baseball through and through, and Bill spent a lot of time out there at that complex, poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, as did Francis, as did his boys, and great opportunity to recognize a great person. So y'all did a great job with all that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and it was very emotional, but well-deserved, too, recognition for Mr. Bippert. So at the plate is Ryan Guetta, the center fielder. 1 ball on him. The next pitch on the way is going to be outside for ball 2. So the Titans yet to get through the lineup. They're at their number 8 batter right now. Again, which is Ryan Guetta, the center fielder, number 6. Kristen Colon still on the mound for the Panthers, pitching from the windup. Steps off. Joyce is going to go through the signs again for him.
See if we can get you a score, Dwayne, from the girls' game.
Sun just setting. Beautiful sunset here. A lot of dust in the air, so that sunset is beautiful right now. Next pitch on the way is going to be flied over to the left field. Backing up as a left fielder. Big caught on the run.
That
beautiful
ball is going to be caught, Dwayne.
Beautiful job by Tanner Garst. Backpedaling and then turning and running and catching that ball on the run before he gets to the wall. So that was a well-hit ball. Nevertheless, it's out number 1. So Ryan Guetta flies out to left field for out number 1, and that'll bring up number 22, the second baseman, Adrian Ramirez.
All right, Dwayne. After 2 over next door, the girls lead Floresville 4-0.
Good. First pitch by Colon to Ramirez is a curveball for strike number 1. Colon doing a good job, throwing a lot of strikes. Next pitch on the way is hit, swung on to the shortstop. Pardo fields the ball and throws over the first base for a ground out. So out number 2. One pitch only to Ramirez to finish out the batting order, and that'll bring them back to the top of the order. Number 1, the right fielder, Fabian Tiarina, is now at the plate. Tiarina struck out looking first time up to bat. Colon working quick in the windup. Pitch is on the way. And it's a high heater that swung on a miss. It was at his chin level. And Tiarina took a rip at it for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Next pitch on the way. I'm sorry, it's 2 outs. Next pitch on the way is in the dirt for ball 1, leaving things up at 1-1. Next pitch by Colon is on the way. Another high fastball that swung on and just fouled off by Tiarina.
So also, Dwayne, want to give a shout out to all the firefighters and all the responders that have been out there fighting that fire. I think over 1,000 acres burned, but last I heard today, 95% under control. So,
well, if this wind would have been yesterday, they'd still be fighting that fire.
Yeah, so thank you, Mother Nature, and thank you to all those people that are out there basically for free. Yep. Most of them are volunteers.
1-2 pitch on the way, and it's a curveball swung on. It's hit to left field. Garsh running hard, coming in. A diving play goes off his glove, though. Good effort by Garsh, but it goes off the tip of his glove as he's diving in front of him. But that's going to be a base hit for Tiarina.
Yeah, great effort there by Garsh. Just, you know what, and that's a great time to do it. You're up by 7 runs. Yep. Why not lay out and try to get the last out of the inning?
Well, that'll bring to the plate the pitcher, number 2, Rudy Macias. Macias flied out to second base, first time up to bat. Tiarina with a nice lead over at first base. Colon checks on him, throwing from the stretch now. Pitch is on the way. Fastball inside, call for strike 1. Just catches the inside corner. So an 0-1 count with 2 outs to the pitcher, Rudy Macias. Colon with the pitch. Ooh. High fastball. Macias laid off of it, and that'll leave the count at 1-1.
A little quick on his delivery home there.
Yeah, didn't quite hesitate. I think he's worried about that runner. The runner's got well, he had a good lead. Not so big this time. Next pitch by Colon is on, and it's going to be into the dirt, but stays in front. Good job by Joyce to block that ball and keep it in front of him to keep the runner at first base. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first. Colon back on the rubber. Checking the runner at first. Decent lead this time. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled straight back. And leaving the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Colon doing a really good job throwing lots of strikes. Has not issued a walk so far tonight, at least through the batting order, at least the first time anyway. Lots of ground out balls. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be high, and that'll fool the count up 3-2. I don't know if these haven't eaten a full count yet tonight. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base will be moving on the pitch.
Good time to throw over. Make sure he ain't getting out there too far.
Colon from the stretch, checks the runner, pitch on the way, runner goes.
Oh, beautiful
called
pitch.
Outside.
That was that pitch again, Dwayne, that just kind of started it right over the outside part, and he ran it back over the outside part of the plate.
So Colon finishes off the inning with a strikeout, no damage done. Panthers, after 2.5, still have the lead 7-0. So we'll take a quick break. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. Quick work by the Panthers again, only allowing 4 legacy Titan batters at the plate. They did get one base hit, but they also got one strikeout last half inning. And that'll bring up to the plate to start off the bottom of the third. Looks like Connor Dillard, the DH, will be leading off for the Panthers. Rudy Macias still on the mound for the Titans. Still nobody up in the bullpen for the Titans, so they're going to try to ride Macias a little bit longer. Panthers getting ready to go through the second time of the batting order. The DH, Connor Dillard, batting in the number 8 spot. He'll step in, big number 22. And that wind just picked up. Typically when the sun starts going down or down, it's down now. A lot of times the wind will let up, but I think it just got stronger. I mean, it's really blowing.
Well, we do have a front coming in tonight.
It's blowing from the wrong way, though.
That's what's coming. I mean, it's sucking all that wind back up towards it. I hope it fuels a few rain showers. We are dry.
Yeah, we are. So the DH steps to the plate. Connor Dillard struck out first time up the bat. Macias is going to pitch to him from the windup. Dillard calls timeout, issued by the umpire. Macias just getting ready to start his windup, started the movement when Dillard called timeout. Kind of threw him off a little bit. And here we go, pitch from the windup to Dillard. First pitch is right down the middle, and it's cued off the end of the bat, but it's going to go right to the first base, and first base is going to beat Dillard to the bag for out number 1. So ground out to first base for Dillard.
Up next for the Panthers, the second baseman.
And that'll bring up to bat number 8, the second baseman, Javi Gonzalez, who struck out looking last time up to bat. Another cue ball by the Panthers by Dillard, just off the end of the bat, and this one happened to stay fair. Rolled all the way to the first baseman, picked it up, stepped on the base, and that was out number 1. First pitch to Gonzalez, who is high and backs him out of the high and inside, backs him out of the batter's box. Big smile on his face as he comes back and steps back in. 1 ball, 0 strikes to Gonzalez. 1 out. See us from the windup, pitches on the way. It's a breaking pitch. Call for strike 1. So Gonzalez watches 2 pitches and it has a 1-1 count. Next pitch by Macias is on the way, and it's right down the middle, and it's swung on and missed by Gonzalez. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Macias with 1-2 count to Gonzalez. Pitch on the way, and it's swung on and fouled off by
That was a mistake by the pitcher there that Gonzalez missed. That breaking ball hung up there in the zone.
That was definitely a hanging breaking ball. Gonzalez just got underneath it and just barely tipped the ball back. And they'll do it all over again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Macias with the pitch on the outside corner for strike number 3. So that's 2 looking strikeouts for Javi Gonzalez. So 2 outs real quick by the Panthers. Macias doing short work so far this inning. And that'll bring to the plate the leadoff batter for the Panthers, number 2, the center fielder, Bobby Peterson. Peterson with first time up the bat with a base hit, the second time up the bat with a walk. He's batting with nobody on with 2 outs. First pitch to Peterson is a curveball, stays high and outside. And that was another one of those hanging curveballs that didn't break down. So Macias may be losing a little bit on that break today. He's thrown a lot of pitches so far. It's gone to the order twice. Next pitch to Peterson is another curveball, and it's yanked out to left center field. That's going to go get into the gap and go off the wall. Peterson rounding first base, heading to second. They're going to try to get him on third base. Touches second on the way to third, so the head sliding to third base, and he's going to be safe. So a triple by Bobby Peterson. Takes that curveball off the wall, or a gapper that goes all the way to the wall for a triple. So he'll have a 2-for-2 night so far with a walk. So Panthers trying to get things going with 2 outs, and that'll bring the plate number 3, the shortstop Thomas Pardo, who has back-to-back singles. So Pardo also batting 1,000 tonight. And he'll look to greet Peterson in. First pitch to Pardo is a high fastball. Ball 1. Macias from the stretch. Pitch on the way to Pardo. Swung on by Pardo, and that's going to be fouled out down the third base line, out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Pardo. Macias from the stretch. Pitch on the way to Pardo. Curveball stays outside, gets away from the catcher. Peterson's going to score easily with his speed.
Yeah, I don't know if we're keeping tabs, but I think that's 6 unearned runs. It's a bunch.
I think the catcher really could have caught that ball. I think that's just going to be a pass ball. So the score now is 8-0. Panthers do get a run in this third inning. They had runs in the previous 2 innings, 4 in the first, 3 in the second, now 1 in the third. Pardo at the plate. It's an outside pitch for the strike.
This pitcher does a good job of moving the ball around. He'll throw that fastball inside or outside. He's got that tailing, like sinker-like fastball.
I think it's a 1-1 count on Pardo. Scoreboard is wrong, I believe. Pitch on the way to Pardo. Swan popped up to the infield. Shortstop drifting back.
That's trouble.
And caught on the run.
And he still ran into the left fielder.
Hopefully he's okay. He took a shot to the face by the glove of the left fielder coming in. I think he's going to be okay for it, but either way it's going to be a fly out by Pardo to the shortstop, who was really tracking into the left field and ended up catching that ball for the third out. So we'll go 3 complete. Panthers up 8-0. Panther baseball return after these messages.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. We go to the top of the 4th. Panthers up 8-0. Panthers scoring 4 in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the third to get their 8 runs. Titans still unable to get a run across the plate. Tristan Colon still at the plate for the Panthers, doing a good job, throwing lots of strikes, throwing a lot of ground outs. He has 2 called strikeouts and 1 hit so far. So doing a really good job, throwing lots of strikes, letting the defense do the work for him.
Yeah, and with this pitch count that, the UIL adopted here a few years ago, Dwayne, run rule games become big-time games, especially in district play. So if you can get them out right here and come back and get a couple of runs and get out of this game without having to use any pitchers,
absolutely,
it helps you.
Well, leading off the top of the 4th for the Southwest Legacy Titans is going to be the catcher, number 20, Eric Sanchez. Sanchez, one of the big right-handed batters for Legacy. Going to dig in on the right side. Colon pitching from the windup. First pitch to Sanchez on the way, and it's going to be a breaking pitch, swung on, ground ball, big one, hopper
in between hops.
Big one hopper to Gonzalez, easily makes the play over to first base to get out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. So ground out to second base. He grounded out to the shortstop prior to that. So that'll bring up to bat number 15, the shortstop, D'Angelo Del Valle, who's got the lone hit for the Titans so far today. So he'll step up to the plate with 1 out.
They actually have 2 hits. They gave that guy.
Oh, yeah, they did get 2 hits. That's right.
The one he dove for.
He did get a base hit, though, for his prior time at bat. So that's right. He's got 2 hits. The Titans have 2 hits so far tonight. Alone from the windup. Pitch on the way to Del Valle. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Got some more headlights out on in left field.
Looks like the same vehicle.
The 0-1 pitch is right down the middle, swung and a miss. Swung on and missed by Del Valle for strike number 2. So he'll go down, count 0-2. I don't expect to see anything over the plate here on this pitch from Colon. Shaking off the signs from Joyce. Shook off 2 in a row. Then Del Valle calls timeout, steps out of the plate. Steps out of the box. Takes a few practice swings, steps back in, we're ready to go. Colon working quick, pitch on the way. It's gonna be a high fastball that he didn't chase. So good eye there by Del Valle. He did lay off that high fastball. Bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out.
See if he comes down now with that cutter away or breaker away.
Pitch is on the way. It's gonna be a curveball away, and he still doesn't chase.
Kind of didn't execute. Kind of started out a little too far.
Yeah, just a little bit too far outside it started. And you knew it was a breaking pitch, it was going to stay outside then. So 2-2 count, 1 out for Del Valle. Colon from the windup, pitch is on the way. Another high heater. Del Valle lays off of it for ball 3, so now it goes to a full count. From 0-2 count to 3-2 count. 3 straight balls. Good at bat so far by Del Valle. Not fishing for anything out of the strike zone. Next pitch on the way for Colon is a breaking pitch, swung on, ground ball to Pardo. Pardo takes it on the run, throws over to first base, makes it look easy with a throw on the run. So ground out to shortstop for out number 2.
Great play by the shortstop. Brings up the first baseman, number 14, Matthew Martinez.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, number 14, Matthew Martinez. Martinez flied out to center field last time up to bat. One of the big right-handers for the Titans. Colon still from the windup, and his pitch is on the way, and it's swung on. Little chopper coming hard as the shortstop Pardo. Pardo throws on the run again and gets the out.
Whoa.
So ground out to shortstop again, 2 in a row, and that'll end the inning with a 1-2-3 at bat for the Titans. So after 3.5, our score stays the same. Medina Valley 8, Southwest Legacy Titans 0. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Windy Panther Baseball, and the wind has not died down here at all. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th, and I believe, Jeff, you've got some
Absolutely. The 4th inning, the middle of the 4th inning, is sponsored by the 4-Way Stop Cafe in Dunley. Daily mouth-watering lunch specials and breakfast served every morning, and they're open for dinner some nights now. Also,
what time are they open for breakfast?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
They open at 7 o'clock for breakfast. They are located at the 4-Way Stop in Dunley, just a short drive from Castroville. Go see Marco and Nancy Velasquez and say hello, and they say thank you and go Panthers.
I understand you've had a few meals from there.
I've had 1 or 2.
Pretty good stuff, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. They do a good job out there, and Marco is a ex-Panther, so go out there and support your ex-Panther out there. Dunley 4-Way Stop. I know Sunday mornings they usually have a good crowd. Church crowd comes out there, and you don't want to fight the traffic, and you don't want to mess with the crowds here in Castroville. Head out there. Give them some of your business.
Well, speaking of Panthers, the catcher, number 10, Whit Joyce, is going to step to the plate with back-to-back doubles so far. And looks like the Titans are going to ride Rudy Macias for 1 more inning.
Well, same's true for the other team. Whenever you can save pitching, you don't want to run anybody else out there and use up any.
Well, when you're down 8 to
pitches.
nothing,
You're down 8 to nothing.
You're not going to send your best pitchers out. It'll be tough for the Titans to try to crawl back into this game, especially run rule coming up with the Panthers can get 2 more runs. First pitch to Joyce by Macias is in the dirt for ball 1. With Joyce, last couple of games have really done well with I guess what is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 RBIs so far. Next pitch on the way to Joyce is a breaking pitch that stays outside and drops low, so the count will go 2-0. Now he's got a tough situation from Macias. He's got a hitter's count, one of the hottest hitters for the Panthers right now. So 2-0 count. Nobody out. And the pitch. It stays high for ball 3. Now, do you give Joyce the green light?
Absolutely.
I think so too. 3 balls, 0 strikes, and give him a green light. If he sees something that's perfect that he can drive, he's going to let him take a rip at it, I would assume. And the pitch on the way. It stays high and outside. Doesn't have a choice. Base on balls for Joyce to start out the bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up the bat, third baseman Aaron Tondry. Tondry's going to bat from the right-hander's batter's box again.
Courtesy runner for Joyce.
That is Wesley Stevens again coming. He's going to run for the catcher, Joyce. Again, Tondry, the only left-hand, well, he's a switch hitter, but he's the only one that bats from the right side. So it looks like we may have a pitching change here. Time called by the Legacy coach, and he's going to do a mound visit.
Never saw anybody warming up. This may be one of those where he's just going to settle him down and try to tell him, hey, we got to throw some strikes.
Well, he's asking the catcher to come in, so there's going to be some kind of defensive strategy, or just talk to the pitcher and say, hey, maybe we change up the signs or something here. So while he does that, Coach Herb is going to talk to Mr. Tundry, the third baseman for the Panthers, who has struck out the first time with the bat and got a base hit the second time with the bat. So he struck out right-handed, got a base hit left-handed, and it looks like he was going to go into the left-hander batter's box. Boy, that wind just kicked up if you can't hear it. Throwing that sand everywhere right now.
Except into our faces.
Yeah, I just got a speck in my eye. Oh, it always seems to find me, though.
I got a sunflower seed flew by me earlier.
All right, so the meeting is broken up on the pitcher's mound. Tundry will bat from the left-hander's batter's box with a runner at first and nobody out. So the adjustments, whatever adjustments the Titans talked about, let's see if it helps him here. First pitch to Tundry's going to be a swung and a miss. He took a rip at that ball.
I was going to say, early in this count, you may want to look at something to take a rip at because he had to throw a strike.
And that's what he did. He took a rip. So no 1 count to Tundry with nobody out. Runner at first. Stevens with a respectable lead over, and Tundry rips that fastball foul. Line drive over the bullpen on the Legacy side. So real quick, 0-2 on Tondry, and let's see if he doesn't get a breaking pitch here. Pitch is on the way, and it stays outside for ball 1, so 1-2 count now. So Stevens over at first base. Takes a modest lead. Macias gets his signals, going to pitch from the stretch. Pitch on the way to Tondry. Stays high. Ball 2, that'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I hear some noise coming from over there. Let's see what's going on.
Softball field got a little loud.
Still 5-0, top of the 4th.
2-2 count on Tondry. Batting in the left-hander's box this time around. Pitch is on the way. It's a breaking pitch that stays outside, so it'll go full count.
Sorry, I didn't let it update. It's 5-1 with runners on first and second. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Floresville is batting. And they beat us both times last year, I believe. Had a lot of freshmen returning this year.
3-2 count on Tundry. Macias checks on the runner. Throw to the plate, swung on, popped straight up in the air. That ball's going to carry, though. Right fielder moving to his right, taken by the center fielder, barely backpedaling. Falls down after he catches the ball. So a fly out to the center fielder. That ball would have been a pop-up on the infield. If it wasn't for this wind, it carried out midway into the outfield. Right fielder was running after it, but called off by the center fielder to get the out. So that is out number 1. And that'll bring to the plate the left fielder, Tanner Garst. Garst struck out looking and has had a fielder's choice to the shortstop. First pitch to Garst stays outside for ball 1. Stevens still at first base, did not advance on the fly out to right center. Pitch on the way to Garst, right down the middle, swung on, right to the third baseman throwing over to second baseman throwing over to first base. Oh, and they're going to turn the double play. And the key to that double play was that hard hit ball to the third baseman. He hit it hard. It gave the defensive team time to turn the double play because it was hit so hard. So double play to third base is going to end the inning after the leadoff walk by Joyce, and that'll close out the 4th inning. So Panther Baseball will continue this message, and we'll be back with the 5th inning.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Kristen Colon still on the mound for the Panthers, doing a good job so far tonight. No reason why he shouldn't go back out there. Only giving up 2 hits so far against these Titans. Titans will bring the plate number 36 to third base, and Matthew Garcia, who grounded out to the second baseman first time off the bat. They've yet to go to the lineup twice yet, and we're getting ready to start the 5th inning here. So Colon on the mound. He'll be throwing from the windup. First pitch is on the way, and it's going to be fouled straight back for strike number 1.
Good job of getting ahead.
So 0-1 count on Garcia. Second pitch on the way from Colon. It's going to be a strike. It's grounded, though, to second base. Second base feels it on the run, throws over to first base for an easy out. So out number 1 is a ground out to second base, and that'll bring to the plate number 33, the designated hitter, Isaiah Cisneros. Cisneros grounded out to the third baseman first time up to bat. So 1 out with a DH up to bat. Colon looking for another short inning. His longest inning so far has been 4 batters. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Hit a 3-out bat, a 4-out bat, a 4-out bat, and a 3-out bat. Next pitch on the way to Cisneros is on the inside corner with a hard fastball with a lot of pop on it for strike 1. So 1-1 count on Cisneros. Colon working fast in his windup already. Next pitch is on the way, and it stays on the outside, just outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. From the windup, next pitch is on the way, and it's
Good
right down
pitch.
the middle. How you don't swing at that, I am not sure. That had no tail action or anything on it. It was right